Hello viewers, welcome to Software Yogi YouTube channel. So in this video, we will see how to create choice and reference type of field inside ServiceNow. Okay. So in our last video, we have seen, like how to create custom field inside ServiceNow, and we have seen different type of methods, right? So in this video, we will try to cover, one of the different types of field choice and reference, and what is the use of these types of field inside ServiceNow. So we'll see. So let's start. So first we will cover choice field. Okay. So just to explain what is the choice field, it is nothing but it's a kind of drop down list. So suppose if you want to create a drop down list inside ServiceNow, then you have to use the choice data type. Okay. So just to explain, I'm opening the incident table. Okay. So just a minute. If you see here, I'm clicking on open module and I'm opening any incident record. So you can see this impact, right? 1 high, 2 medium, 3 low, and this urgency 1 high, 2 medium, 3 low, and state in progress on hold. All these fields are the choice type of field. Okay. These are the drop down list, right? So if you want to create a such type of fields inside ServiceNow, so you have to use a choice type of field. Okay. So let's do one thing. So let's say suppose my business requirement is I want to create, let's say, country field. Okay. And that will be a choice type of field, or let's say drop down field. It will just store a it will just whenever user will click on or select that particular field, right? So it will show, let's say, India or United States, these two countries. Okay. And there will be another field. So let's say suppose, and name of that field will be, let's say suppose, city. Okay. So when suppose user will select India inside country field, so automatically it will show the India country. Okay. And if user will select the United States, so it will show the city which is belongs to the United States. So we will see how we can achieve this. Okay. So let's say suppose we will open our custom table, demo custom table. Okay. So I'm using my method. So traditional method, let's say suppose here I'm going in the form layout, and you can type the label which you want. So let's say country. So country is the label, and here data type you have to select as a choice. You can see this is the choice type of data type. Add this. Same way, one more, city. This will also choice. Okay. So now you can save this. So now you can see two drop down list available. One is country, one is city, but currently it is empty. There is no choice values available. So how we will add the choice options here? So what you have to do, you have to just simply right click on this label country. Okay. Now there are options, right? So choice list, configure choice. So what you have to do, you have to click on configure choices, right? So now what you have to add India and United States here. So enter new item. Okay. So I am typing India. This is my first choice option. And second one is United States. So this is my second choice option, and save this. So now you can see inside country, you can see two options, India and United States. Now my second requirement if I will select the India, so it will show me cities which belongs to India country. And if I will select the United States, so it should show city which belongs to the United States. So in that case, how we will make this dependency between city and country? Okay, so what you have to do first, you have to right click on this city and you have to make the city dependent on country. Okay, so right click on city and just click on configure dictionary. So in my last video I told you, right, dictionary is a table which stores all the fields which is available in the ServiceNow. So now if you see here, this is the city and there is no dependent options here, right? So what you have to do, you have to click on advanced view. So once you click on advanced view, you will see couple of more options which you can configure. Okay, so here is the dependent field. Okay, so now you can see specify a field whose value is used to determine choice list option for this field. So here I will check this and I will select the country field because I want to make city dependent on this country, right? And update. So now my city is dependent on country field, right? Now what I want to do, I need to create options inside the city. Okay, so first, because city is dependent on country and I want to create country specific cities. So what I need to do, first I will select India here and then inside city, I will select the configure choices. So now you can see U underscore country colon India. So whatever options now you will add inside the city, it is dependent or associated with the India country. So let's say suppose I am adding couple of cities, let's say Mumbai. Okay. Bangalore. Okay. And let's say Hyderabad. So these three options I have added inside India country. Save this. So now if you select here India, you will see three options: Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad. If you select United States, you will not see anything, right? None, because you have not configured so far. So now to add cities under this United States, what you have to do, you have to select country as a United States, then configure city choices, then configure choices. So you can see here U underscore country colon United States. So whatever options you will add now inside city, those options will be associated with United States. So let's say I'm adding one option, let's say New York. That's all. Okay, save. So now if you see here, if I will select India, it will show me three options. And as soon as you will select the United States, it will show you one option, New York. So by this way, you can make one field dependent on other. So this is the one kind of business requirement which is related to choice field. Okay. One more thing which is important in terms of choice field. So all these options, right? India, United States, and this New York, or the this one, Mumbai and Bangalore, Hyderabad. These are the choice options, right? So inside ServiceNow, there is one central table available which actually stores these choice values. So if you see here, let me just right click on this country and there is one option, show choice list. Okay, if you click on this, it will tell you the centralized table which actually contains all the choices. Doesn't matter which table those choice field belongs. So all the choice field options or values available inside this table. So you can see here, table is U underscore demo custom table, right? My element means column name is U underscore country, language is English, and value is India. So you can see, so all these records you can see it here. Okay, if you delete option from here in this table, so automatically your choices will not be available in your form. Okay, same way if you want to see, let's say I'm selecting incident table here. Okay, and element, suppose I am selecting state. So you can see new, in progress, on hold, resolved, closed. These are the choice options available under state field. Okay, because state is also a choice type of field. So these values stored inside sys underscore choice table. Okay, now there is one more important thing which I want to mention here. There is one value column, one is label column. Okay, so you can see for new label, associated value is 1, in progress associated value is 2. So these value you can use inside script. Okay, so let's say suppose I can change this new to, let's say, new 2. Okay, but still if I am using the value column value column inside my script, so I don't need to worry about, because I am not changing the value of the field. Okay, I'm only changing the label, right? And label end user will see in the on the form actually. Okay, so mainly you have to make sure wherever, like inside script, you have to use the value field actually. Okay, value column. Okay, so this is something related to the choice field. Now what we can see, we can just create one more different type of field, that is reference field. Okay, so what we have to do, let me first show you how reference field look like. So I am again opening the, let's say, incident, creating new incident. So here if you see, this is nothing but my incident table form or incident table. If I want to create a new incident, I will click on this create new incident and it will, I need to fill all this field. So if you see, there is company field and there is, this is called lookup icon. So if you click on this lookup icon, this lookup icon will redirect or will give you the records which is available inside core underscore company table. And you can select any company here, let's say XYZ. Okay, so this incident is related to the XYZ company. Okay, so same way, this is the purpose of reference field. Suppose, so what I want to do, if suppose I want to create one record here, let me give you, let's create one reference type of field so it will be easy to understand. Okay, so now what I need to do, so configure form layout and suppose I want to select user. Okay, so suppose so select user is my reference field, and here I need to select the type as a reference, this one. And now if you select, as soon as you will select the reference option, system will give you the option to select the table to reference. Okay, so you can select user table because I want to refer the user table. So if you see here, okay, so select user. Now if you save this, so now you can see the select user is reference type of field which is referring to the user table, and this lookup icon is available. So if suppose I am creating first record or updating this record, I'm selecting India here, I'm selecting, let's say, Mumbai, and short description, I'm just simply saying first record. And now here, because I want to create this record, I need, let's say, one user. Okay, so what I can do, I can, user is stored in my sys underscore user table, right? So this is a central location for all the users. Okay, so let's say suppose I am selecting MS Dhoni here, M Dhoni. Okay, now If you save this, so your record got created, and what you have done here to create this record, you have used user table record from your u underscore custom demo table. Okay, you means here you are not creating the, or this value is still stored in the user table. You are just simply referring the value which is already stored in the user table. Okay, so same way, like inside ServiceNow, there are so many tables, right? Group table, user table, CI table, company table, location table. So what you can do, the best example is if you open the incident form, right? So now suppose I am opening this incident. And now if you see here, this incident is assigned to network group. Okay, so this network is again one reference type of field which is referring to the group table. If you see here, right click and configure dictionary. So you can see this is reference to group table. Okay, and you can just mention reference qualifier condition, or let's say suppose only you want to see the particular type of group, or you just want to show only user, those are only active user you want to just select via reference field. So such type of qualification you can mention here. Okay, so now what is the meaning of this? So via this incident, because this incident is assigned to assignment group network and assigned to Beth Angeline, that means this network group is responsible to solve this incident. Okay, so all this group record is still available in the group table, user record is available in the user table, but to create incident, right, we are referring group table and user table records. Okay, so this is the purpose of reference field, right? Now I just want to give you a couple of more information about reference field. So let's say suppose here in the incident table, this, if you select the network group, right, so only you can see the member of the network group here. Okay, you can see currently 5 options here, which these users member of the network group. Okay, if you change the group here, let's say suppose I am just simply empty the group here, then if I will click on this, so you can see 49 users, right? So that means this assigned to field is dependent on assignment group field. Okay, so if you right click on this assign to field, configure dictionary, you will see. So you can simply see here, this reference is user because this is assigned to, and it is referring to the user table. And here in the dependent field, dependent tab, you can see dependent on assignment group. That's why if you change the assignment group, so your assigned to field will only show users or member of the selected assignment group. Okay, so by this way you can make two reference field dependent on each other. Okay, and here you can see the reference qualifier, it's simple. Okay, so let's say suppose if user will have the ITL role, then only it will be, they will be available while clicking on the lookup icon. So by this way, like you can just apply some kind of query as well. Okay, so here, so suppose if you see, so this is my select user, and it is here we are referring the user table. So suppose I want to apply simple query, let's say configure dictionary, and here the reference call condition, suppose active is true. So what I am saying, show me only those user records who are active. So with the help of this reference call condition, you can control the records. Okay, you don't want to see all the records. Okay, so what you have applied one condition, only show me only active user record to select. Okay, so this is the use of reference call condition field. right? So if you open the demo custom table, okay, and open this record. So M Dhoni is there. If you select here, you will see only active user record. Okay. Even you can apply condition as well. You can apply some filter condition here. Let's say based on, suppose user ID contains, let's say Beth run. So only one record it return. You can simply select this record. Now this Beth Angeline is selected as a selected from that reference table. Okay, now you can update this record. Okay, so by this way you can create your choice field, choice type of field, drop down list. You can make one choice field dependent on other, same as we have done. Our city choice field is dependent on country field, and you can also create the reference type of field. So means from one table you can refer multiple different type of table. Okay, so you can kind of, you are what you are doing to create the incident, right? You are referring the group table record, you are referring the user table record. Okay, so if you remember, I told you about schema map. Now if you see the demo custom table schema map, you will see two tables at least. Okay, so let's say now I'm opening the schema map, which will tell you the how one table is related with other table. So now if we open demo custom table, right? This is my table, and if you click on schema map, so now it will tell you two table. One is demo custom table and this is user table, right? Why it is showing you the relationship of demo table with user table? Because of this reference field, select user, because inside this table you are using the user table data. So that's why there is a relationship between demo custom table and user table. Okay, so if you see here, so this is the use of schema map. Okay, so that's all from this video. What you can do, you can just practice this, create custom field of different type of different data types. Okay, and just try to create the choice field, try to create the reference field. Okay, in our next video we will see some other data type as well, like journal type of field or glide type of field. We'll discuss. If you have any question, you can put in the comment box. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for your time.